Good morning and welcome to Unity Spiritual Center, RGB Online Spiritual Experience. We are grateful and delighted that you have joined us this morning for this time of mindful contemplation, affirmations, meditation, and music. Unity is a positive path for spiritual living. We are a love-based, all-inclusive community. We embrace an open heart and an open mind. Unity is a blending of Western theology, Eastern philosophy, science, transcendentalism, and the power of prayer through positive thinking and affirmation. We believe in making a positive difference in the world. We offer spiritual teachings that provide practical tools for meaningful and abundant living. As an inner spiritual community, we draw from and honor all paths to Spirit Source. As divine love and expression, we envision a spiritually transformed, peaceful world. We live in the truth of who we are through meditation, prayer, study, and service. Though we have no dogma, we do have 5 principles that are our guiding philosophy. We are spiritual, not religious. Our foundational belief is that all is one, and our foundational practice is living in the present moment. If you would like to learn more about Unity, please feel free to contact our website, unityrgv.org, or the Central National website, unity.org. Once again, thank you for joining us today, and welcome to Unity RGV. Our announcements for this morning are that the classes continue during the week on Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Let's Get Metaphysical online. And on Thursday, 6:30, the ARE group meets, and at 8 o'clock there is a collaborative meditation. Now, on a more positive note, I met with our board president, Carol Robles, and her and I have kind of decided, it really is a board decision, and that will be left to the board to finalize that, but we've kind of come up with a date of June the 6th as our starting date to open up again for live service. We'll propose it to the board this week, and if it's approved by the board, then it becomes official. But in the meantime, it looks like June the 6th is going to be the date when we get back together once again, at long last. So we're going to follow. Now, the CDC recommendations, as you probably know, have changed. They don't require masking for fully vaccinated people, but for now, I would feel more comfortable if people just stayed masked for the time being. Now, if you don't want to, well, that's your priority. But I mean, I'm vaccinated, and most of the people here are, and so it's really for those who either have not been or cannot be for some reason. So in the meantime, it's not a bad thing just to keep our masks on during service, except for the people that are speaking or whatever. But we'll just play that by ear. We've got about another 3 weeks or so. We've got a lot of cleaning up to do. We had a little bit of damage here and there with the storm that came through the other day. So Roy's going to look into the insurance about what they can do to help us out with that and get this place cleaned up a little bit, tidied up, and refocused. So today will be the last day we do service this way, because I really want to give Melissa a couple of weeks just to chill a little bit. So I want to ask her to run a couple of reruns from before, the next 2 weeks, while we reorganize ourselves and get ourselves moving in the new direction. And so it'll also give us a feel for a live service from before. So it'll have 2 benefits of it. Give her a little time off from, she's been doing a lot of stuff for us. And then on June 1st, as I said, we'll start all over, fresh and new. In the meantime, I think that's all our announcements for now. Thank you. Let's begin this morning with a few centering breaths. Breathe in through your nose, just deeply. As deep as you can, just hold it for a little bit, and then release it through your mouth. Let's do that a couple of times and just get into our inner space, into that still voice within, where there's love and peace and tranquility abound. And it's there for us always, all the time. It's a good reminder that it's always there. Let me begin with some words as we start moving into another chapter of Unity RGB. With some words about purpose. It says, I live a life of purpose. What I am doing with my life, my time here on earth, is what I make of it. That becomes my purpose. I begin my search for answers by realizing that I am not here to be defined by my interest, my gender, my physical appearance, or my education. I am so much more than any of those aspects of me. I have something special and distinct to offer. Made in the image of God, I am here to know and live from my spiritual identity. As I express gratitude, acceptance, and kindness to others, I am helping to fulfill my life's purpose as an expression of the divine. The more fully I act in accordance with my purpose, the more fulfilled I feel. I am grateful to live with passion and with clarity. I live a life of purpose. Join me in Unity's statement of being. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life, God, the good, omnipotent.
As we start this time of inner reflection, let's begin by getting comfortable. Remove all objects from your lap, place your feet on the floor, and sit up comfortably in your chair. Relax the muscles in your face, shoulders, arms, hands, and fingers. Feel your hips, legs, feet, and toes relax as well. Release any areas of tension you feel in your body. Take a deep, centering breath. Slowly inhale Gently hold for a few seconds and then slowly exhale. Repeat a few times. Focus on your inhalation and exhalation as you continue to relax your body. Gently breathe in and out. Just relax and breathe naturally. You now feel the increased sense of relaxation to your body with every breath. Feel calmness and peace wash over you. Now let's center our attention to the daily word for today, which is strength. Our Bible verse is from 1 Corinthians 1:25 and reads, "For God's foolishness is wiser than human wisdom, and God's weakness is stronger than human strength." Today's affirmation is, divine strength invigorates my body and quickens my mind. Let's say that together once. Divine strength invigorates my body and quickens my mind. Our message reads, if I feel my energy waning during a time of vigorous physical or mental activity, if my get up and go has got up and gone, I remember these inspiring words from the Prayer of Faith by Hannah Moore Kohlhaas. God is my strength, unfailing quick. The strength of God is my strength, and it's more than sufficient to meet my every need. More than toughness or forcefulness, spiritual strength is quite fortitude, a rootedness in the inexhaustible wellspring of the divine. Today I release all thought of weakness or impossibility. I feel the power of divine strength flowing through me, invigorating my body and bringing renewed clarity to my thoughts. The strength of God is my strength. Now let's close our eyes and take these words and this affirmation into the silence.
The silence down in my soul. I love the silence down in my soul. I love the silence down in my soul, and the whole wide world is my home. I've got a new day down in my soul. I've got a new day down in my soul. I've got a new day down in my soul, and the whole wide world is my home.
Good morning once again. Today's lesson is called Refocus, Re-Energize, Reopen. I want to talk today about refocusing, about re-energizing, and about reopening. Let me begin by first saying that today marks the end of another chapter here at Unity RGB and the beginning of an entirely new one. It's hard to believe, but we have been closed for the last 14 months. That's how long it's been since we gathered here as a community. That's how long it's been since we've been gathering at Penrod for lunch or cookies or coffee or whatever. And that, I think, is going to have to wait probably another couple of weeks after we start or so. And we're going to plan a special reopening to celebrate, I guess, my ordination. Anyway, last year we missed out on an entire season of Winter Texans. We have missed our Winter Texan friends, and we really look forward to seeing them again this fall. We have also lost a few of our dear friends during this time, and of course we are very sad about that. These last 14 months have felt like a slow journey through a long tunnel. It has caused us to make many changes how we do things, including Sunday service, our Sunday morning experience. Indeed, things have seemed downright chaotic, but the philosopher Nietzsche wrote, "It takes chaos to give birth to a dancing star." What has happened in the past is gone. Today we turn our attention to a new chapter, a new vision, a new beginning. As I've said over and over and over, change happens sometimes whether we like it or not. Change is in fact the new topic of focus for me, and I want it to be the topic of focus for Unity RGB. During these 14 months, we've been very fortunate to have had my wonderful and tech-savvy daughter help us to continue offering Sunday service. I'm not sure what we would have done without her, and good for us, we didn't have to find out. But it has not been ideal for us because we are social creatures. We love relationships, and in fact, we live in a relational universe. It's part of the beauty of actually coming physically to Sunday morning service experience here. Because our strongest emotion is love. But what good is it to be able to love if you're not able to share that love with someone or something? And that's what happens. That is what happens when we get together on Sunday morning. So it's been quite a challenge for us during these months, but we in Unity like to look for the good in all things. Certainly, there has been some good come out of all this during this time. We have created some new relationships among the various South Texas Unity Centers. And we've had through classes, through meditations, and through 2 collaborative services, Christmas and Easter. That would not have happened without the pandemic. So that was something good to have come out of it. There always is. Another good thing, or a great thing really, is that I went from being a licensed Unity teacher to a licensed Unity minister, and now an ordained Unity minister during this time. And all the while, I've never done a single live service here at Unity RGB as a minister. But that's going to change soon. The good news is that at long last, we can finally see the light at the end of this tunnel. The journey has been a reminder of that old adage, "This too shall pass." So as we turn the page on a new chapter here at Unity RGB, let us see this as an opportunity to make a fresh start. And of course, the question remains, where will this new start take us? And for us as Unity students, that should be an easy question to answer. It will take us wherever we want to go. That's what we teach. We are the masters of our fates, of our destinies, but our destinies are governed by our thoughts and our intentions. So we have to be mindful of what our thoughts and intentions are, because again, they will determine where we go. This pandemic, now this soon to come reopening, gives us all an opportunity to find a new and higher spiritual experience. It gives us an opportunity to reintroduce our very unique spiritual views. And make no mistake about it, Unity's views are very unique. And I like them because they are unique, because they bring together, it's a beautiful amalgamation of all the spiritual paths on this planet. We are truly interspiritual. And I think that is our strength. I want you to take note of that word, interspiritual. You will hear me use it more often now. It will become part of our introduction. I want people to have that feeling that all are welcome here and that we have a broad vision that includes and encompasses all the different views. I think interspiritual defines us perfectly. So next time somebody asks me, well, what is unity? And you're not sure what to answer, say, we are an interspiritual community. We should be proud to boast that. No other path unites all the various other paths like we do. That is our niche, at least that it is from my perspective. And our central aim in doing this is to make a positive difference in the world. Our reminder to humanity is our first principle. There's only one presence and one power active in the universe and in our lives. Clearly, if that is true, then everything is this one presence and this one power. Me, you, everyone, everything. Humanity is at a spiritual crossroad. The old religious views don't work very well for more and more people. I've said it over and over. But many people are spiritually lost because of that, but they don't know where to turn. And we need to change that. That should be part of our vision, a big vision. I wanted to make it the vision of changing things. So how do we do that? Well, we're going to begin by updating our mission and vision statements. And I'm going to run a little clip in just a little bit, a 10-minute video that I want you to see to start getting you in the right frame of mind. Because as I said, we're closing out today, do a couple of reruns, and then open up all fresh new with a whole new look at things, hopefully. So that's the first thing on the agenda when we get back together. New mission, new vision. And then secondly, we need a strong marketing plan. I've thought for a really long time that there are a lot of people around here who would really benefit and who would love to come to Unity and be part of our spiritual community. They just don't know about it. And so it's time for us to change that. So perhaps you started noticing that there's new little clips on Facebook, for example, and on Instagram, small little clips about Unity and what we are, all the positive stuff, nothing but positive stuff. That's what we are. So I want to see how that goes and really get everybody involved on that, because it takes us all. I can't do it by myself. No one person can do it. We have to do it as a group. So it is my hope that that will be the new change where we're going. So as we begin this reopening process, my plan is to be more active in sharing this beautifully love-based, all-inclusive message. And I want you to join in with me. That is a new beginning. The old way is behind us. The days of preparation, this starts the new preparation, something like an advent, for the birthing of a new divine consciousness of Unity RGV. In fact, when I start back up again in June, I'm going to do a series of talks of the Robert Brummett book called Birthing a Greater Reality. I think it's perfect, we all need to do right now. So that is a message. Continue creating a new reality moving forward. So I want to cut this off at this point right now and share with you that little clip, and I'll be back with you in just a little bit.
Hi, my name's Tony Boehm, and this segment is on vision, mission, and core values and why they're important to an organization, a system, a ministry, a team, a group. Vision, mission, and core values of the past 10 to 15 years have become very important to organizations, for they give a grounding and establish a way to galvanize the whole organization or ministry around a common goal, you might say, but it's bigger than a goal. It's galvanizing it around a vision that is so big that only something greater than ourselves or greater than the collective whole can create it. A mission that's practical, and then core values that stand for who and what we are in the organization. So let's just talk a little bit about it. Let's get started. And so the intention of vision, mission, and core values is to reveal as an organization what new and exciting ideas to invest energy in. Well, doesn't that sound exciting? To reveal as an organization what new and exciting ideas to invest energy in. But it's over the next 18 months to 3 years, because vision, mission, and core values shift over three years to even possibly 5 years, because once you accomplish them, you need something new and exciting to invest your energy in. So they're galvanizing in that I do vision, mission, and core values from the idea of grassroots. You invite the essential owners, stakeholders of the organization or the ministry or the group into the process of creating it. Even as much as 15 years ago, a board would go into a room and work for perhaps 6 to 8, 10 months on vision, mission, and core values, and bring them out to the group and say, oh, here, we have vision, mission, and core values for you. Isn't this exciting? But I use Richard Barrett's model, which is more of a grassroots model of inviting everybody into the creation of the process of this. And the way that I've honed it, it's a one-day process that you come in, we do the work, and we walk away with vision, mission, and core values at the end of the day. It's an exciting, exciting process. What vision, mission for me is to, as we create them, is to play and have fun while completing our tasks. But at the end of the day, we do walk away with the vision, mission, and core values. And part of the deliverables is, because I believe everything is energy, therefore everything has a spirit. It's about bringing spiritual principles to life while using a business-influenced methodology. And also, the deliverables on vision, mission, and core values are to create a laser-like approach to the creation of vision, mission, and core values. Laser-like, not scattered, where it takes people weeks and people fight over things. No, this is laser-like. So speaking of spiritual principle, the first principle that I like to ground vision and mission in is illumination. It is said we must first clarify our own vision, then we shall become lights lighting the way for others. Meaning, if you don't know where you're going, what you stand for, how can you invite other people in? How can you say, look, this is where we're going. Do you want to come with us? Do you want to get on this bandwagon? The next spiritual principle that underpins all this is imagination. The power to vision what we want unleashes the power of imagination to make it so. If you can see it, you can be it. If you can see it, you can be it. So without a vision of where you want to go, the universe has no choice but to meet your limitation. Friends, this is the law. It is the way, the law with a capital L, of the universe works. Whatever you create is that firm intention, putting your feeling behind it. The universe will meet you with it. And if it's limited, it will meet that limitation also. The next spiritual principle is everything is possible to those. And I found this quote, I wish I could remember who it was by, but this is to me the whole essence of everything is possible. If you want to build a ship, don't bring people together and ask them to gather wood, but rather invite them into the grand possibility that lies within the capacity to traverse the seas, because we have built this ship together. Do you see the difference? It's subtle, but it's huge. And so often we're asking people to come in and gather wood, instead of inviting them into a vision of building a ship that's going to allow us to traverse the seas of possibility. So creating a dynamic, thriving, and sustainable organization or ministry starts with leadership. Leaders who hold a collective vision leaders who are willing to take ownership, and leaders who commit to creating clarity. I've worked with over 300 boards, and so many times I go in and there's such a murkiness. Well, I think this is what we do. I guess, well, maybe. So how do you create that clarity? You create it through a clear plan of action, a strategic plan with SMART goals that moves the vision and mission and values and core values to successful completion. So once you have your vision, mission, and core values, then you start to look at what are the goals that are going to help us over the next year to 18 months to accomplish a segment, 5, 6 major goals that we can use to move us forward. The why, vision, mission, and core values are important. I've given you a little bit of this, but essentially the universe is created to evolve. It's created as an evolutionary system. And without a vision, the future is created by perception, which is also limited because it's often one person's perception or a small group of people's perception rather than a clear vision that has been created and well thought out. Helen Keller said, "The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision." Just ponder that for a moment. The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. Proverbs 29:18 says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." If you don't have a vision, the people perish. When things are going well and there's no sense of joy or there's sense of dissatisfaction, and you hear people, remember in the Hebrew Testament where it says, and the people murmured, murmur, because they didn't have a vision. They were going round and round and round in the desert, and they thought they were going to the promised land, but they couldn't find it. They had no plan, no action. And something I read said they were really only 40 miles from it. Well, you can be sure when all this is going on in your organization that your current vision has pinnacled and it's time to do another one. Richard Baird, as I mentioned earlier, he's kind of the vision, mission, and core values guru, has quotes that I want to share with you. He says, having and knowing vision, mission, and core values serves 3 purposes within an organization or ministry. So having and knowing serves 3 purposes. The first is it creates guidelines for acceptable and unacceptable behaviors within the ministry and or organization. So what does this mean? Well, the vision and mission create a guideline for how you take action. The core values are behavioral actions. You don't just put up words, integrity, innovation, inspiration. You have behaviors, 3 actionable behaviors that say, in our company, you will know that we are exhibiting innovation because you will see this in the people. You will see this in the group. This is the way we act. So these create guidelines for acceptable behaviors. They also support the group in the creation of the future it wants to experience. We know, again, the way the universe works, you start to create the future. You visualize the future now. You put feeling behind it. Yes, yes, this is the possibility. This is where we're going. And the universe draws from all possibility to bring this in and to make it happen. 3, provide direction and decision-making capacities for leadership and the organization as a whole. So vision, mission, core values provide direction and decision-making capacities for the leadership. So you weigh everything against the vision and mission when you're making decisions. Does it fit? Does it work? Is it part of what we want to do? So there we go. So ultimately, the real purpose of vision, mission, and core values is to galvanize the intentions of each individual in the organization or the group around the same purpose, so that we're all moving together in a straight line, going in the same direction. So friends, this is vision, mission, and core values. And my name is Reverend Toni Boehm. Toni Boehm. I am an organizational coach, and I am here to support you in vision, mission, and core values. If there's anything that I can do, please let me know. And let me get to, there it is, Toni Boehm, YouTube. Have a great day, or www.toniboehm.com.
I hope you liked that little video about mission and vision, and we'll probably look at it again when we actually, here's what we want to do. When we need to take a Saturday, probably morning, that's what we did last time, but it's been really years, and that video explains that mission and vision statements are reflective of the consciousness, current consciousness of the community. And so that's why Reverend Tony talks about changing it every 3 to 5 years, because the consciousness has changed and the goals have changed and everything has changed. And so it's been a long time, and we really need to do that real soon. So we'll get together on like a workshop type thing, and we'll work on our new mission and vision and core values. But I want to share with you, if you're not familiar with some of the other ones, let me share with you Unity Headquarters mission, vision, and core values. And again, I want you to begin, what I said earlier, I want you to be thinking along the lines of something really big. So I'm really big on the new language thing. I really am. I want to drop some of the old language because it keeps us at one point. And I want it to be bigger than that. And so this is what Unity Worldwide has as their vision: advancing the global movement of spiritual awakening and transformation through unity. Their mission is to help and serve through prayer, publishing, and community. And their core values are inclusiveness, inspiration, innovation, and creativity. Now, Unity South Central. I'm giving you as examples so you can kind of get a feel for the stuff. Unity South Central, which I'm a member of, well, our community is a member of, but I'm a member of the board. Their mission, our mission, is celebrating a world transformed through a global movement of spiritual awakening. Doesn't that sound huge? I like it. It sounds big. It doesn't sound limiting in any way. It just grabs everything, and I like that. And the mission is to consciously cultivate innovation in ministry. And South Central's core values are spirit-led, connecting, inclusive, transformative, and expansive. So that gives you a little bit of a clue as to the kind of mission and vision and core values that I envision that we could have. And I hope you agree with that. Again, keep in mind non-limiting ideas that really apply to everyone and everything, no matter what. They don't get pigeonholed into anything. Keep that in mind, and we'll get the workshop going once we reopen again. Thank you. Now comes the time of the service where we offer our tithes and our spiritual gifts to the community. And it'll be nice to get back together and get our finances going once again. I need to put out a newsletter. I'll remind Marisa about putting out a newsletter so that you all can see where we are financially, what has happened during this last year. And you'll see that we could probably use a little extra help trying to get back going again. And we need to. And that's part of the expansion too, is trying to bring in more people and growing the community. I think that's what we need to do, grow the community. So we take what we offer, whether it be our money or our talents or our time or whatever it is, and we say, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is.
Everything I see, everything I do is blessed by your hand, God. I'll give it back is magnified in kind God. I'll give it back to you.
Thank you once again for joining us this morning for this time of mindful contemplation, meditation, affirmation, and music. We invite you all to come join us. Again, as I said, we are planning on opening June the 6th. That's about 3 weeks from now. But we're going to present, Carol and I talked about it, and that's what we'd like to do. But we need to present to the board. It needs to be officially from the board. And we're going to get together this week and make that decision official. But we can more or less, I think the board is just as eager to get things going again. So that will probably be what will happen. So kind of start planning on that. So let's look forward to that. In the meantime, let's close with our prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And so it is. Have a blessed week. Get yourself vaccinated. That way we won't have any issues for anybody. Everybody can just be free and loose and everything else that we want to be. But that's my recommendation. But the decision is yours. Take care.